What's good, YouTube? This your boy JD92, the motherfucking finesse god, coming back at y'all with a motherfucking story time, kid. So this story time ain't my usual story time. Usually it's like all funny, it's like some personal life experience. And I mean, of course it did happen to me, but this story time actually deals with this channel. So I don't think I've never told y'all this story. And if I had, it's that shit like a long ass time ago, you know what I'm saying? So I don't expect y'all to really go back and watch that hoe. So the story time in question for today is I fixed my locks. Story time for today is my sneakerhead story. How I became a sneakerhead. And it all started with this one shoe right here. Playoff 8s. But before we get into this shoe, how I became the sneakerhead and the finesse god that I am today or whatnot, make sure you hit that thumbs up, that like button, subscribe for your boy, share the content, join the God Squad. We the best squad on YouTube. Konnichiwa, motherfucker, all that good shit. And yeah, man, we can get right into the story after you do that, because I will sit here and wait until you do it. And I don't even know why YouTubers be doing this, because half the time niggas still don't hit the damn like button. It is what it is. Just smack it before you go out the door and click off this video. But nah, so this is what happened. Like, I didn't really know about shoes. Y'all know that whole growing up story to where like you ain't really got money. Moms ain't trying to pay for that. Like, we used to wear like Airwalks, like Payless jumps. Like, boy, you better take your ass and find that shoe with that red $5 tag sticking out, and you better hope it's your size. Like, that's you, my boy. The whole school year, those Airwalks. So, fucking like, we used to wear shit like this. I think it's like 2 fire ass pair of shoes that I didn't have, and like I thought they was fire to me. So I had a pair of black and white Filas that I had in middle school, and then in high school when I used to skateboard a lot, I got a pair of DC shoes, like the skateboard jumps, and them shits was clean as hell to me. I'm outside doing kick flips and them bitches, all that shit. So it's just how it was. We ain't had the bread like that to fucking afford buying Jordans and shit for hundreds of dollars and shit. Like, that wasn't on the budget. So you know, like, the older you get and then you start coming into your own money, you just start spending a little bit more on certain shit, then you doing a little better for yourself. You start splurging a little bit and start venturing out, cuz. So after high school, I go to the military, hit basic training, tech school, come back home, right? So I don't remember exactly like how, but like it's like I've stumbled onto Jordans because, like, of course the people I work with, they military, you know, military niggas love J's, so that's all they would talk about. I wouldn't know what they talking about, so like I start studying. I be like, all right, so that's a Jordan 1. All right, what's a Jordan 2? Jordan 2. Why are these motherfuckers numbered? Like, what's this? This one, all right, cool. So I started learning, blah, blah, but I still wasn't big on like keeping up with release dates. Like, I ain't know too much. Like, I knew enough to get through like conversations to be like, all right, he talking about a Jordan 7. Okay, cool. So I can kind of guess what he talking about, but I still wasn't like the sneakerhead that I am today. So we're like, if you name off a shoe, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. So I'm like, damn, fuck it, I gotta learn this shit. Like, it's kind of cool to me. Like, Jordans is in my price range now. I'm making my own bread. I can spend money on it. Nigga, it is what it is, nigga. Big caked up God out this. But nah, so what ended up happening was I was on like a sneaker app. I think it might have been like Nice Kicks back then, or Sneaker News. It was one of these like apps that you had to pay for, that I think it was like $4.99 or some shit, and it showed you releases of shit. So I finally broke down and paid for it. And so I'm scrolling, I'm bored one day, I'm just scrolling, and I seen these, the Playoff 8s. Seen them, and I'm like, yo, them hoes is fire, bro. I need these, like, when these come out. And so back then, it wasn't like you can hit up GOAT, StockX, sneaker shops, anything like that. Like, that shit didn't exist. If you didn't get it from the store, you just wasn't getting it. It's either You was getting it from the store, or you was taking a chance on eBay. Like, that's back when eBay was the shit. So, I'm like, damn, these bitches just released last week. Fuck. Like, I really want these motherfuckers. I should have pulled them out. Damn. I didn't even think about this shit. I just plugged some like old shit for the background is the outro. So just stick around for the outro if y'all want to see. And then this is the video where y'all can watch it at. But like, damn, I really want these shoes. Damn. So me and my sister, we head up to St. Charles Mall, all the way in the Dorf, nigga. I live in PG County. We drove that hour or something to go to the Dorf one Saturday. So I'm like, damn, hey, you trying to go with me, try to get these shoes? Like, I think my sister might have just become a sneakerhead too, so she was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go. So St. Charles Mall, it's like 4 or 5 sneaker stores in that joint at the time. So it was like the usual Foot Locker, I think Champs. I don't know what's in there no more, so if I'm quoting it wrong, I'm sorry. Champs, Finish Line. I think Foot Action was downstairs, and then it's one more I'm forgetting about. It might have been like a DTLR or some shit. So, like, if y'all know St. Charles Mall, flat. It's like a big rectangle. Honestly, you can go up, stores up here, go down, stores down here. Just like one fat ass rectangle, and then like food court in the middle. So we walking and going to first store. I'm like, hey, do y'all have these shoes? Like, these ones right here? Like, I don't even think I knew the name. I just was showing niggas pictures on my phone. I was like, hey, you guys have these shoes? And the nigga like looked at me. He was like, nah, hell no. And I was like, nah, I know that they just released last week. I was just seeing if you still had some. He was like, bro, I'm gonna keep it a stack. You probably not gonna find them jumps. Like, cause like I said, I'm still new to the sneaker game. I don't know about shit selling out for real. I don't know about raffles, none of that shit. Like first come, first serve, waiting in line for shit. I don't know none of that shit. So I was like, alright, appreciate it. So I go to the next store, asked him, yo, y'all got these shoes? He was like, nah, bro, we sold out, bro. I'm sorry. So like, I'm getting a little discouraged. And so I'm like, man, I ain't gonna never find these motherfuckers, bro. Like, I just wanted the shoe. And so I keep doing this shit. Like, next store, walk upstairs, boom, 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 boom. Cause like the store that was in the middle under the food court, like I was like, man, them niggas ain't gonna have that shit, man. They don't never have nothing that I really, really want. So, cause I done went there a few times, just look throughout the jump. I'm like, man, ain't shit in this motherfucking. We just dip out. So like that's usually how the sneaker shopping go for that one spot, right? So walk upstairs, boop, boop, boop. I go up the escalator. We looking at shit. Yo, you trying to get some Cinnabon? No, you like that shit like that. Blah, blah. We go to the next store. I'm like, hey man, y'all got these shoes, bro? Nigga like, nah, we ain't even get them shits here, bro. So I was like, fuck. Now I gotta walk all the way to the other end. Because it was, I think DTLR might have been on that side. Walking DTLR. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, bro, you get these shoes, man? Y'all still got these? Nah, we ain't get them. Fuck. So I walk across, and it's like the last one. Because like I said, I wasn't about to fuck with downstairs. Like, the one downstairs. We actually passed it. Going from one store to the next one. Like, we passed it. My sister was like, you don't want y'all get in here? I was like, man, they don't never get shit. And so we walked on. We went to Finish Line. Finish Line ain't have them. And then that's when we went upstairs on the other side. It was like, they ain't have them. They ain't have them. So I went back downstairs. And like, I was like, man, I don't think I'm getting these shoes today, bro. Like, it is what it is. My sister was like, bro, like, just check in there. Like, what's the worst they can say? Like, you been getting told no all day, nigga. Like, what's the worst they can say? No again? And so I was like, man, I'm getting tired of checking, bro. Like, man, you can just check, dog. I don't care. So she walked in there. She was like, give me the phone. So take the phone. She was like, it was a lady in there. I'll never forget. It was a lady in there. And she was like, yo, you have these? And so she was like, hold on. So she go to the back. And she was like, she go to the back and she back there for a grip. So I'm like, man, they ain't about to get my hope up, dog. I might as well just look around the store, try to find some other shit. I started looking at t-shirts and shit. I was like, at least I won't drove all the way out here for nothing, right? So she come back. She was like, she come back with a box. And I was like, the fuck? So she was like, we do, but the only size we got is this 11 and a half. I was like, that's my size. Oh, on the inside, that's my size, that's my size. So I was like, that's my size. She was like, you want them? Yes. She was like, you need to try them on? No. No. Man, I was so excited to get that shit. I didn't try them on. I didn't look at them. That lady could have showed me any pair of shoes. And so she was like, all right. So she opened them. I seen them. I was like, yo, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I actually have the playoff X. So fucking, so I'm like, damn, bro. We really just, oh. And then so, of course, this little nigga, she with me. She was like, I told you, see what happened, you wouldn't have came in here. That was the last pair. And like, blah, you wouldn't even know. You would have never got the shoe, blah, blah. So I was like, yo, you want anything? Like, that's how I get. Like, when I come up, I try to buy somebody. Like, if you help me come up with some shit, I'm buying you some shit. So I was like, yo, you want some shoes or something? Like, go ahead and get some shoes. She was like, no, I don't think, like, I'm straight. I get like a shirt or something. I mean, you can buy like dinner or something. I was like, all right, bet. So, like, I'm super hyped. I'm excited, bro. And like, honestly, that was my first like ever numbered pair of Jordans. Like the playoff 8s is what really started me as a sneakerhead. After that, like, it was just that beginning feeling of like walking into a store and coming up on some shit like off the random. Like, I used to always come up in St. Charles Mall. Like, another pair of 8s, I got my Phoenix Suns 8s. Came up off those in St. Charles. Let me see. Are they like, bro? Give me 1 second. My bad, y'all. I had to get the shoe. Like, I could not talk about it. Like, this the original box. This shit fucked up. If y'all see my the roast of J Diggy, we cooked the shit out of this box. I still got the original box these shoes came in. Don't judge me for my box. I try to do better with my boxes, but back then I ain't give a fuck about boxes. I care about boxes now more than I did back then, so don't judge me. But these it right here, man. I fucking love these shoes, bro. Like, they're a little like linty as fuck. Cause my dumb ass when I was younger took a lint brush to these hoes, and I ain't gonna lie, it low-key fucked them up because now they just attract the shit out of lint. But like, this the shoe that started it all, bro. Like I would never sell these junks, even if they like falling apart, like whenever they do, because I know they're going to eventually. Like, this is like my history right here, bro. Like, if I'd have never copped these, I would have never been a sneakerhead. I probably would have gave up on being a sneakerhead. Like, and I know these ain't like the first shoes on my channel that I reviewed or whatever, but they should have been, honestly, because this is the shoe that started pretty much everything. I know my first review was the Bordeaux 7s, because that was like one of my grails. And I had just copped that day, and I just decided to turn on the computer to record. We done came a long ass way. That's crazy. Damn. Thinking back on it, we done came a long ass way from recording on a computer to where now I got a big ass Canon in a fucking streaming setup type shit. That shit is insane. But man, shouts out to my sister. Shouts out to that lady that worked at, I think it might have been Finish Line, that's no longer there. If y'all know St. Charles Mall, like the old St. Charles Mall, it was the one that was downstairs. Like the one smack in the middle that was downstairs, and like they moved it and changed it into something else. But like, shouts out to those two, because without them two people, bro, I probably wouldn't have a sneaker channel. I wouldn't be a sneakerhead. Like, this real life, the shoe, that changed everything. if I'm being completely honest. Like, I can't even fake. Like, damn. There's stories like that that make me love being a sneakerhead, and it's why I'm like so like not upset with the culture right now, because everything gonna grow and change and you can't expect everything to stay the same and shit like that. But it's just so much, like, it's so toxic, and it's like you're killing the shit that a nigga like me really loves. Like, that experience, a kid or some like younger adult will probably never be able to walk into a store and see some shit like that, because everybody buying shit off the shelves. Like, fucking everything is resale. You gotta spend 300, 400, 500 just on a regular GR pair or something. Like, it's killing the love of the shit for me. Like, niggas came into the sneaker game and just was like, yo, rape this shit for the money. Like, give me all that shit. And like I always say, I blame myself, including YouTubers, for making this known, because it was like a little community of us niggas that as soon as a few of them blew up on YouTube, that shit just expanded and took off. And I don't know, man. It's just, I want everybody to be able to cop, and it should be about the love of the shoe for me, not for the money. And like, I understand everything a business, but you don't get stories like this. To me, you don't get stories like this these days, so where you just walk in a store, happen to find a shoe in your size. Like, that has happened to me a few times. My Phoenix Suns 8s, I'm shopping with my aunt. I had no intention of buying anything. I knew they dropped or whatever, and we just happened to walk past the Foot Locker, and I seen him sitting there, and he was like dude was, I was like, let me see, hey, what size is these? He was like, oh, that's our last size, 12. I was like, man, I get it. He was like, huh? I was like, I'll buy them. I was like, I'm size 12, so I could fit him. And he was like, oh, alright, cool. And so, like, I bought them shits, went to Lids, got a hat that matched that shit exactly. I think I still got it. I don't know where it's at though. But, like, it's shit like that that make the game so much fun. And it's shit like that to where the older people, like my age and up, is like, new niggas ruin the sneaker game. So you gotta excuse the old head niggas, cause like, I understand it's a business. They raping you, so fuck them back type shit. Like, I understand it, but at the same time I'm like, it just ain't the same. Like, I just don't think it'll never be the same again, to where you can walk in a store, find a numbered pair just sitting, because everything just be gone nowadays. So it is what it is, I guess. But I just had to share that story, because I don't think I ever really told y'all that story. But yeah, man, this is my story time. Like, why I love shoes, why I'm the sneakerhead that I am, and it's really because of these motherfucking playoff 8s, and honestly, my sister. So shouts out to y'all too. Shouts out to y'all too for making me a sneakerhead. Thank y'all for it. It then allowed me to reach a few other people and probably turn a few more people into sneakerheads, help out the community any way that I can, whether it's from sizing, whether it's from on feet photos, whether it's from just me making the nigga laugh. So sneakers has brought me a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of opportunities to make money, but it's brought me a lot of happiness, to be real. And it's not so much of just collecting, but it's more so of being a part of a community that, like, at one point was the shit. And like, to me, it's all about helping y'all. So when I make on feet videos, no matter how long they be, how many pants I gotta put on and take off, like, at the end of the day, I'm happy because I get to help y'all out, man. So I'm gonna end it before this shit get too sappy and shit. But yeah, man, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, that like button. Please share this with the homies, with the gang, whatever you want to do, man. Make sure y'all watch any and all of my other reviews. I got more heat on the way coming to y'all. And yeah, man, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. New reviews should be coming soon, I promise. It's just this week has been crazy for me, and it's kind of been a tough one. I got a really big decision I gotta make, so for your boy. But yeah, man, I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting. And yeah, I love y'all, and I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.